Destructive mudflows, known as cold lava, resumed. Volcanic activity remains high amid fears of major eruption. Airports reopened, but China bans flights to and from Bali Mount Agung, seen spewing a plume of white steam today. 1963 eruption killed more than 1,100 people, bringing you the latest Bali volcano updates from the National Disaster Management Agency (BNPB), Magma Indonesia, the Volcanology and Geological Disaster Mitigation Agency (PVMBG), and other official sources. All times GMT 11:16 AM. Bali is safe for travel. Sutopo Purwo Nugroho, spokesman for Bali's disaster mitigation agency, has insisted that the island is safe for tourists. Despite Mount Agung being on the brink of another eruption, Bali is safe for sightseeing and leisure, he tweeted. Nothing to worry about. It has been reported that Bali has lost about £450 million worth of tourism trade due to the uncertainty surrounding Mount Agung. The holiday hotspot is likely to fall 1 million visitors short of its yearly target, according to Tourist Minister Arif Yahya. 10:05 AM. Aid delivered to Bali volcano refugees and state-owned businesses organized by Indonesia's Tourism Development Corporation (ITDC) have raised about Rp 1.3 billion, 72,000 pounds to provide aid to Mount Agung evacuees, and Ara News reports, the funds were distributed in 3 Bali districts, and will be used to supply refugees with food, blankets, clothing and toiletries. More than 60,000 locals have been evacuated from Mount Agung's 10 km danger zone, but officials hope to move about 40,000 more. Experts have warned that another eruption could occur at any time. Getty Bali volcano update. More than 60,000 Mount Agung refugees have been evacuated. 7:34 AM. Lava still visible at Bali volcano's peak. A red glow from the magma inside Mount Agung's crater is still visible on the volcano at night, according to the PVMBG in Bali. The volcano agency also reported that thin plumes of white steam could be seen rising as high as 2 kilometers above Agung's summit this morning. 7 AM. Joe Tambini takes over live reporting. 6:50 AM. National Disaster Management Agency spokesman gives an update. BNPB spokesman Dr. Sutopo Purwo Nugroho has tweeted to give his personal view that Bali is safe from the eruption. He tweeted a black and white photo of the Mount Agung volcano erupting underneath a full moon. Hi tweet said, "Nature is telling its story, the mountain, moon and human beings. There is harmony between humans and nature. Bali is safe." 2:12 AM. Fiery Mount Agung is just one of 127 active volcanoes in Indonesia. The geography of Indonesia is dominated by volcanoes that are formed due to subduction zones between the Eurasian Plate and the Indo-Australian Plate. BNPB Bali volcano eruption update. The summit of Mount Agung glows red. 8:10 PM. Mount Agung poses definite risk of larger eruption. Janine Krippner, a volcanologist at the University of Pittsburgh, has been intently following the erupting Bali volcano. Based on what she has seen so far, and what the local residents of Bali have reported, she fears a major eruption could be on the table. She told the Wall Street Journal there is no actual data record of the 196,364 eruptions. All they have to go on is what people felt, and that has been reported to be similar this time. All of that, plus the extensive monitoring efforts, indicates that there is definitely a possibility of a larger eruption. 6 PM. Sebastian Ketley takes over live reporting. 5:20 PM. Will Bali volcano erupt? The question Indonesian volcanologist Devi Kamil Sayabana gets most is the one he cannot answer: when, or if, rumbling Mount Agung on Bali Island will blow up in a major eruption. There's no instrument in the world that can estimate precisely when there will be a major eruption, said Sayabana, who runs an observatory monitoring the towering volcano, just outside of 10 kilometers exclusion zone. Sensors beeped and walkie-talkies crackled. He spoke to Reuters at the monitoring station. People expect certainty, but volcanology is a science of probability, he said, pointing to charts showing dramatic fluctuations in the seismic activity deep under Agung. Magma Indonesia Bali volcano eruption update. Live latest seismogram shows activity at volcano. 2:30 PM. Summit of Mount Agung glows red as night falls. BNPB spokesman Sutopo Purwo Nugroho shared an image of the summit of Mount Agung glowing red as the steam reflected magma inside the volcano. The eerie photograph was taken at 8:30 AM local time. There are fears that a major eruption could still happen. 10:30 a.m. Seismic activity spikes at Mount Agung. Magma Indonesia's latest seismogram shows that seismicity spiked at Mount Agung between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. local time. 10:45 a.m. Magnitude 3 earthquake strikes near Bali. Magma Indonesia has reported that a magnitude 3 earthquake struck near Bali just before 4 p.m. local time today. Magma Indonesia Bali volcano eruption update. Earthquake hits near Bali today. 10 a.m. Cold lava once again pours down slopes of Mount Agung. New footage shows that a destructive mudflow, known as cold lava, is once again running down the side of Mount Agung today. BNPB spokesman Sutopo Purwo Nugroho shared an image of the rushing grey torrents and told the public to stay away. But he said that once Mount Agung is back to normal, the remnants of the mudflow will no longer be harmful. Since Bali volcano erupted on November 21, lahars have flowed down from the summit along rivers in the southern and northern sector of the volcano. The latest Magma Indonesia update said, these lahars have not resulted in fatalities. However, lahars have impacted houses, roads and agricultural areas. Relawan menginformasikan banjir lahan hujan di bagian hulu dan meminta agar tidak mendekati sungai. Komunikasi berjejaring antar relawan sangat bermanfaat menyampaikan peringatan dini banjir lahan hujan di Gunung Agung. pic.twitter.com/7vhhsh Sutopo Purwo Nugroho at Sutopo. BNPB December 5, 20,179.30 China suspends flights amid ash cloud fears. China's state-run People's Daily newspaper said the aviation authority has stopped all Chinese-based airlines from departing the island. China's aviation authority has suspended all flights from Bali to Chinese cities until volcanic ash threat clears, its Twitter account said. Flights began resuming when the airport reopened on Wednesday, after the wind changed and blew the ash away from flight paths. Individual airlines make their own decisions on whether to operate. Huge numbers of Australian tourists have been stranded on the island by the ash cloud. BNPB Bali volcano eruption update. Live Bali volcano emits white steam. 9 a.m. Thick white plume rises above Mount Agung. BNPB spokesman Sutopo Purwo Nugroho said a thick white plume was seen rising as high as 1,500 meters above the crater at 8:48 a.m. local time. The eruption of the Bali volcano, which began on November 21, produced volcanic ash and gas that rose to heights of 700 meters above the summit. Over the following week, the height of ash columns rose to 1,500 meters on November 25, then 3,000 meters on 26 and the 27th of November 26 and 27 and 4,000 meters on November 28. Only a wisp of steam was left yesterday, raising hopes that the volcano might be calming down. But the plume has now returned. Wednesday, December 6, 2017. A long-time exposure photograph shows the Mount Agung volcano spewing hot volcanic ash as it is seen from a monitoring station in Karangasem, Bali, Indonesia. The 5th of December 2017, 7:10 a.m. Refugee numbers soar past 60,000. The BNPB spokesman said that 62,330 evacuees are spread across 214 different camps after fleeing from a danger zone around the volcano. Authorities believe the up to 40,000 others could still be in danger within the up to 10 kilometers exclusion zone which surrounds the volcano. Click here for previous updates. Bali volcano live updates.